Hello. I know you all are wondering why I have not been making videos recently. I think it's been almost close to a year since I made a video. Well, I think it was around October of last year. But I have not made a video because I am so, I don't know if there's a word for it, but I would say I'm flabbergasted about the newfound knowledge of what I have learned. I am the descendant of the ancient Hebrews of the Bible. This is nothing that I'm just saying lightly. This has been proven, and I have no doubt whatsoever that African Americans, most African Americans, not all, are the descendants of the ancient Hebrewites from the tribe of Judah. Now, I've always loved God. I've always loved God and His Son. I've always had an urge to help others, to help people. That has always been part of my characteristics. You know, my spirituality is very strong, and I'm steadfast in my beliefs. I've been under attacks, demonic attacks, for years. It comes and goes. New people come and they try. So many people don't understand that when you work black magic, white magic, witchcraft, voodoo, whatever you want to call it, that is part of the spiritual warfare. That is Satan tools that he used against God's people. And because of jealousy and so many other reasons, people practice that witchcraft, and it's become part of a culture, especially in certain parts of the world. And because of that, their souls are lost. I had a woman to tell me once, and I was really surprised, shocked. I asked her, I said, why did you come here to do evil to me? Why would you want to put witchcraft on me? I never did anything to you. Did someone pay you to do this? Or are you doing this on your own? And she responded. First she said, well, who told you? Who told you? And she kept saying that until I pointed up. I said, God told me. She said, well, Pastor, you have to understand. It's a culture to us. We don't think that it's of the devil. It's a power of God that God gave us, and that my mom worked it and her mom before her from generation to generation. It's a culture. We don't see it as evil. I say, well, yes, it is evil, and you need to stop doing that because in the end you lose. You end up sick and dying. You never get rich or whatever you're trying to do. You never do destroy God's people that you're trying to destroy or your neighbor whom you're jealous of. You always end up the loser, both here on earth and eternity. So that evil has been part of my church. There has been Satan planted lapdogs in my church, his lapdogs, to try and corrupt and destroy. And I want you to know this, that the fight is very fierce. The fight is much stronger now because Satan realized his time is short and they must get as many souls as they possibly can, even if they have to steal souls, fool people out of their souls. You know, there are many tricks, and people lose their souls because they believe in these things. They believe that they are working for themselves, they're working for God, that this is the power God gave them. This battle is in the spiritual realm. It's not the physical realm that we have to worry about so much. It is that spiritual realm where the warfare is going on in everyone's life. Everyone that belonged to God experienced this warfare. Now, after so many of my members left my church, and we were just a small congregation, and mostly was my family members, my children, grandchildren, all adults, they adult people, and but many of the other people that was not related to me, they left my church, and I didn't know why. And I went to the Lord. I said, Lord, why? I said, what did I do to them? Why are they turning against me? Tell me, Lord, why? Why do they do this? And he said, emphatically, he said, your seed and your seed are the chosen ones. This church is for them. I was so surprised. At that time, I didn't know that we were Hebrews. And so I went and did my research. I researched Black history, and I went past slavery, before slavery. And as I dug into our history and started reading about the Igbo tribe and what happened when the Romans invaded Israel, and so many Black Israelites ran into Africa and trying to get away, millions of them, and then they were recaptured again by the Africans and put into slavery. And then the Europeans bought them from the Africans, and it was just, this was just so stunning for me to know these things, because I did know about the Bible history. I studied it for years. And to know that now I'm a part of this, that this history is about my history, I just was too shocked. It took me days to even digest what I was learning. But it's been hidden from us. We were hidden. Everyone looking for the 12 tribes of Israel. We are hidden right in clear sight. We are from the tribe of Judah here in America. And there are others all over the world. The other 10 tribes are spread. But the tribe of Judah is right here in America. And, as I prayed and asked God about this, and I said, Lord, I said, what I'm going to tell them? I said, they're not going to listen to me. What, you want me to help my people, but they're not going to listen to me. What should I tell them? I said, I've been preaching just like Jeremiah for years. And they would, digest some of it, take some of it in. And my family lived a godly life, but not totally submitted to God. I said, what do I tell them? How do I get them to understand? He said, tell them who they are. I said, oh, tell them who they are. So after doing my research, took me about 8, 9 months of research in this matter, I told the church, I told the ones that are left there, which was mostly my children and grandchildren, I told them who they are. And I said, listen, I always tell you to search for yourself. Don't just believe what I'm telling you or what any other pastor or minister tell you. I said, do your research. They did their research, and they came back to me it was a little over a month. And they said, I believe it. I believe it. This is true. And they were so shocked and so stunned about this information, this newfound knowledge. And their lives changed tremendously. Once I learned who I am, something inside of me, as if there was old wounds inside of me that I've already had, always had, as if it healed, a healing took place inside of me. I was healed in a really, I can't explain it completely, but there was a healing that took place in me and everyone that discover who they are. We are in the end time now, and when we discover who we are during this end time, this is when God said, "Wait a minute, before the four angels bring a close to this earth age." He said, "Let me seal my people." So we're in the fifth sign now where God is sealing his people and giving them the knowledge of who they are. Because we must know who we are before he brings a complete ending to this age, this earth age. And after they all know who they are, my sons and my grandsons and daughters, they come off on their break during lunchtime and have Bible study. Their heads are in the Bible day and night. They just can't get enough of the word since they know it's about them. And their lives have changed. I had one of my sons were living with his girlfriend for about 5 years. Well, he got married because he now know that he must please God if the curse is to be lifted up off us. And you could read Deuteronomy 28, the 28th chapter from verse 15 to 48, and it'll tell you the curse that he put upon us because of our disobedience. But my next video will be about God and his son, his identity, the identity of God has been hidden from us. And so I'm going to talk about that in my next video. And I hope that you all be in tune to listen because we have not been told the truth. Christianity was given to us through slavery by our masters. And the whole truth is not there, and it's not in the Word of God. Truth has been taken away from the Bible to hide our true identity. But I'm going to talk about that on my next video. And I want to say thank you for listening. And I just pray that you will research yourself. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye-bye.